Imagine a world where your success is so profound it leaves everyone around you in awe. A world where your achievements are so unexpected, they shock even your closest friends and family. This, my friends, is the power of silent grinding, of ghosting the naysayers, and of shocking the world with your undeniable success. You see, in this life, we're all given the same 24 hours. But what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary is how we use those hours. It's not about who's watching, it's about what you're doing when no one's looking. Let me tell you something profound. The most significant growth happens in silence. It's in those quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts and your dreams that real transformation takes place. It's when you're pushing yourself beyond your limits with no audience to applaud that you're truly building your empire. Now I want you to think about a seed. When a farmer plants a seed, does he stand over it every day watching it grow? No. The seed grows underground, in darkness, in silence. And one day, seemingly out of nowhere, a strong, vibrant plant emerges. That's exactly how your success should be. Ghost everyone. What do I mean by that? I'm not talking about ignoring people or being rude. I'm talking about disconnecting from the noise, the distractions, the naysayers who tell you it can't be done. Ghost the doubters, the critics, the ones who say you're dreaming too big. Because let me tell you something. No one ever changed the world by listening to those who said it couldn't be done. When you're working on your dreams, you don't need an audience. You don't need constant validation or approval. What you need is focus, determination, and an unwavering belief in yourself. The world is full of noise, full of people telling you what you should do, how you should live. But your purpose, your calling, that's between you and your Creator. No one else needs to understand it or approve it. Grind in silence. This is where the magic happens. In the early mornings when everyone else is sleeping. In the late nights when others are winding down. In those moments when you could be relaxing, but instead you're pushing yourself just a little bit further. That's where greatness is born. You see, success isn't about luck. It's not about who you know or where you come from. Success is about consistency. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the work when no one's watching, when there's no immediate reward, when it feels like you're not making any progress. And let me share a secret with you. The moment you feel like giving up is often the moment right before your breakthrough. It's in those moments of doubt, of struggle, of wondering if it's all worth it. That's when you need to push harder than ever before. Because on the other side of that struggle is your success. Now, some of you might be thinking, but what about my current circumstances? What about the obstacles in my way? Let me tell you something powerful. Your current situation is not your final destination. It's merely a stepping stone to where you're meant to be. You see, life will throw challenges at you. It will test your resolve, your commitment to your dreams. But here's the thing, those challenges aren't there to break you. They're there to make you, to shape you into the person you need to be to achieve your dreams. Think about a diamond. How is a diamond formed? Under immense pressure, in complete darkness. That's exactly how your success is formed. Under the pressure of challenges in the darkness of uncertainty. But just like a diamond, when you emerge, you'll be unbreakable in value. Now let's talk about shocking them all. When you ghost everyone and grind in silence, something magical happens. You transform. You evolve. And when you finally emerge, you shock everyone around. They can't believe the progress you've made, the success you've achieved, because they weren't there to witness the daily grind, the silent struggles, the relentless pursuit of your goals. That moment, my friends, that moment when you shock them all, that's what you're working towards. That's the payoff for all those silent hours of hard work. It's the reward for staying committed to your vision when no one else believed in it. But here's the thing. Shocking them all isn't about proving others wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about vindicating your own belief in yourself, your dreams, your potential. It's about showing yourself what you're truly capable of. Now, I want you to understand something crucial. Success isn't a destination. It's not a finish line you cross once and then you're done. Success is a journey, a continuous process of growth and improvement. The moment you think you've made it, that's the moment you start falling behind. So even when you shock them all, even when you achieve that big goal you've been working towards, don't stop. Keep pushing. Keep growing. Keep evolving. Because there's always another level, always another mountain to climb. Let me tell you about a principle I call the invisible progress principle. You see, when you're working towards your goals, progress isn't always visible. It's like building a skyscraper. They might walk by and think nothing's happening here. But below the surface, a strong foundation is being laid. And then seemingly overnight, a magnificent building starts to rise. That's exactly how your success works. For weeks, months, maybe even years, it might seem like nothing's happening. You're putting in the work, but you're not seeing the results. But trust me, below the surface, you're building something incredible. You're laying the foundation for your empire. And when the time is right, your success will rise so fast, it'll shock everyone, including yourself. Now let's talk about the power of vision. You see, before you can shock the world, you need to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Your vision is your blueprint for success. It's what guides you when the path gets tough, what motivates you when you feel like giving up. But here's the thing about vision. It's not enough to just have one. You need to live it, breathe it, embody it every single day. Your vision should be so clear, so vivid, that you can taste it, touch it, feel it. It should be the first thing you think about when you wake up and the last thing on your mind when you go to sleep. And let me tell you something powerful. Your vision isn't just for you. Your vision, your success, your breakthrough, it's for everyone who's watching you, everyone who's inspired by you, everyone who will come after you. You're not just building your own success. You're paving the way for others to follow. Now, some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? What if I put in all this work and it doesn't pay off? Let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Every successful person you admire, every great achievement in history was preceded by numerous failures. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't in how many times they fail. It's in how many times they get back up. It's in their ability to learn from each failure, to adjust their approach, and to keep pushing. You see, when you're grinding in silence, when you're ghosting the naysayers and focusing on your goals, failure becomes just another stepping stone. It becomes a lesson, a redirect, not an end point. And that's the mindset you need to cultivate. Let me share with you a powerful concept. The law of process. This law states that success doesn't happen in a day. It's not about one big leap, but about small, consistent steps in the right direction. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, even when you don't see immediate results. Think about it like this. If you were to improve just one every day, in a year, you'd be 365 better. That's the power of consistent incremental growth. It might not seem like much day to day, but over time, the results are staggering. Now let's talk about the importance of character in your journey to success. You see, success without character is like a house built on sand. It might look impressive for a while, but it won't stand the test of time. In your grinding in silence, when no one's watching, that's when your true character is revealed. Are you putting in the work even when there's no immediate reward? Are you staying true to your values even when cutting corners might bring quicker results? These are the questions that define your character and ultimately your success. Is it true? The level of your success will rarely exceed the level of your character. You can't build an empire on a weak foundation. So as you're working on your skills, as you're pursuing your goals, make sure you're also working on yourself. Develop integrity, cultivate discipline, practice humility. These are the qualities that will sustain your success long after the initial shock wears off. I want to address something important. When I say ghost everyone, I don't mean isolate yourself completely. We are social beings and we need support and connection. What I mean is be selective about who you let into your inner circle. Surround yourself with people who believe in your vision, who push you to be better, who understand the value of grinding in silence. You see, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. Ghosts the negative influences, the dream killers, the ones who try to pull you down to their level. Instead, seek out mentors, find like-minded individuals who are on their own journey of growth. Create a circle of success around you. Let's talk about the power of preparation. You see, when you shock everyone with your success, it might seem like it happened overnight. But you and I know the truth. We know about the countless hours of preparation, the sacrifices made, the obstacles. Preparation is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. It's what allows you to seize opportunities when they arise. Because here's the thing. Opportunity doesn't come to the unprepared. It doesn't knock on the door of those who are waiting for luck to strike. Opportunity comes to those who have been silently preparing, consistently working, relentlessly pursuing. So use this time of silence, this period of grinding, to prepare yourself. Sharpen your skills. Expand your knowledge. Strengthen your mindset. Because when your moment comes, and it will come, you need to be ready to seize it with both hands. Now, let me share with you a powerful principle. The principle of sowing and reaping. This principle states that you reap what you sow. You reap after you sow, and you reap more than you sow. Think about that for a moment. When you're grinding in silence, when you're putting in the work day after day with no immediate reward, you're sowing seeds. You're planting the seeds of your future success. And just like a farmer doesn't plant seeds one day and expect to harvest the next, you need to trust the process. But here's the beautiful thing. When the harvest comes, it's always greater than the seed you planted. The effort you put in, the sacrifices you make, they will yield returns far beyond what you can imagine right now. That's why you need to keep sowing, keep working, keep grinding, even when you can't see the results yet. Let's talk about the power focus. In today's world, there are countless distractions vying for your attention. But successful people, those who shock the world with their achievements, they have mastered the art of focus. They know how to tune out the noise and zero in on what truly matters. When you're grinding in silence, you have a unique opportunity to develop laser-like focus. Without the distractions of external validation or the noise of others' opinions, you can fully immerse yourself in your work. You can enter what psychologists call a flow state, a state of complete absorption in what you're doing. This level of focus is what allows you to make exponential progress. It's what helps you solve problems that others find insurmountable. It's what enables you to see opportunities that others miss. So guard your focus fiercely. Treat it as your most valuable asset. Because in many ways, now I want to address something that many of you might be feeling of fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. Let me tell you something powerful. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a sign that you're pushing your boundaries, that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. The most successful people in the world aren't fearless. They feel fear just like everyone else. The difference is they don't let fear paralyze them. They use fear as fuel. They let it drive them forward, push them to prepare more, to work harder, to become better. So the next time you feel fear creeping in, don't run from it. Don't let it stop you. Instead, welcome it. Thank it for reminding you that you're on the right path, that you're pushing yourself to new heights. And then do it afraid. Take action despite the fear. Because on the other side of fear is where your breakthrough lies. Let's talk about the power of imagination. You see, before you can shock the world with your success, you need to be able to see it in your mind's eye. Your imagination is the preview of life's coming attractions. It's the blueprint from which you build your reality. When you're grinding in silence, when you're putting in those long hours of work, Let your imagination fuel you. Visualize your success in vivid detail. See yourself achieving your goals, living your dream life, making the impact you were born to make. Feel the emotions associated with that success. Let it become so real in your mind that your body can't tell the difference between your imagination and reality. This isn't just positive thinking or wishful dreaming. This is programming your subconscious mind for success. It's aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions with your goals. And when you do this consistently, you set in motion forces that will help you turn your imagination into reality. Now, let's address something important: the temptation to compare yourself to others. In this age of information, it's easy to look at others' successes and feel like you're falling behind. But remember this: comparison is the thief of joy, and more importantly, it's the destroyer of focus. When you're ghosting everyone and grinding in silence, you have the unique opportunity to run your own race. You're not bound by others' expectations or timelines. You're free to pursue your goals at your own pace, in your own way. So don't waste your energy comparing yourself to others. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Let me share with you a powerful concept: the principle of delayed gratification. This principle states that by resisting the temptation for an immediate reward and waiting for a later, more enduring reward, you set yourself up for greater. When you're grinding in silence, when you're putting in the work day after day without immediate recognition or reward, you're practicing delayed gratification. You're trading short-term comfort for long-term success. And let me tell you, this ability, the ability to delay gratification, is one of the most powerful predictors of success in life. It's not easy. In a world of instant gratification, choosing to delay your rewards takes tremendous discipline and vision. But it's in this delay, in this period of silent grinding, that you build the strength, the skills, and the character necessary for lasting success. Now, let's talk about the importance of consistency. You see, shocking the world with your success isn't about one grand gesture or one lucky break. It's about showing up consistently day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Consistency is what turns actions into habits, goals into achievements, and dreams into reality. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. When you're consistent in your efforts, you build momentum. And momentum, my friends, is a force that can move mountains. But here's the thing about consistency: it's not always exciting. It's not always motivating. There will be days when you don't see progress, when you feel like you're spinning your wheels. But it's on these days that consistency matters most, because it's on these days that you're building your character, strengthening your resolve, and separating yourself from those who give up when things get tough. Let me share with you a powerful truth. Your life moves in the direction of your most dominant thoughts. What you focus on expands. So when you're grinding in silence, when you're working towards your goals, be mindful of your thoughts. Are you dwelling on your challenges, or are you focusing on your vision? Are you entertaining doubts, or are you nurturing faith in your abilities? You see, your mind is like a garden. The thoughts you allow to take root will grow and bear fruit in your life. So tend to your mental garden carefully. Weed out the negative thoughts, the self-doubt, the limiting belief, and nurture the thoughts that empower you, that align with your goals, that push you towards your vision. Now let's talk about the power of purpose. When you're ghosting everyone and grinding in silence, it's your purpose that keeps you going. It's the fuel that drives you forward when motivation fades, when obstacles seem insurmountable. Purpose is not just about what you do. It's about why you do it. It's the underlying reason for your actions, the core motivation that gets you out of bed each morning and pushes you to keep going when times get tough. Your purpose is your North Star, guiding you through the darkest nights of your journey. You see, success without purpose is hollow. It's like climbing a mountain only to realize at the summit that you're on the wrong peak. But when you're clear on your purpose, every step you take, no matter how difficult, has meaning. Every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to your ultimate goal. How do you find your purpose? It starts with self-reflection. Ask yourself, what makes you come alive? What are the things that, when you're doing them, make time seem to stand still? What are the problems in the world that you feel compelled to solve? Your purpose often lies at the intersection of your passions, your skills. But here's the thing about purpose. It's not something you find once and then you're done. Purpose is something you cultivate, something you refine over time. As you grow, as you experience life, your understanding of your purpose may evolve. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's a sign that you're growing, that you're becoming more of who you were meant to be. When you're grinding in silence, when you're putting in those long hours of work with no immediate reward, it's your purpose that will sustain you. It's what will give you the strength to keep going when others would give up. It's what will make the sacrifices worthwhile. Now, let me tell you something powerful. Your purpose is bigger than you. It's not just about your success, your achievements, your recognition. Your purpose is about the impact you make, the lives you touch, the changes you bring about in the world. Think about it this way. When you're working in silence, when you're ghosting everyone to focus on your goals, you're not just building your own success. You're preparing yourself to make a significant impact. You're honing your skills, developing your character, strengthening your resolve, so that when the time comes, you'll be ready to step up and make a difference. This understanding that your purpose is bigger than you is what will help you push through the tough times. It's what will give you the courage to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, to do things that scare you. Because you understand that it's not just about you anymore. It's about all the people who will benefit from your work, from your ideas, from your success. Let's talk about the power of persistence. You see, when you're grinding in silence, when you're working towards your goals day after day with no immediate results, it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to start questioning whether it's all worth it. This is where persistence comes in. Persistence is the ability to keep going in the face of setbacks, obstacles, and failures. It's what separates the achievers from the dreamers. Because here's the truth. The path to success is never a straight line. It's filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of progress and periods of apparent stagnation. But when you're persistent, when you refuse to give up no matter what, you become unstoppable. You see, success is not about avoiding failure. It's about persisting through failure. It's about getting knocked down 7 times and standing up 8. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he successfully invented the light bulb. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Individuals didn't succeed because they were smarter or more talented than everyone else. They succeeded because they persisted when others would have given up. So when you're grinding in silence, when you're putting in the work day after day with no apparent results, remember, your persistence is shaping you. It's building your character, strengthening your resolve, and preparing you for the success that's coming your way. Now let's talk about the power of adaptability. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt is not just an advantage. It's a necessity. When you're working towards your goals, when you're grinding in silence, you need to be ready to adjust your approach as circumstances change. You see, success often doesn't look exactly like we imagined it would. Opportunities may come from unexpected places. The path to your goals may take twists and turns you didn't anticipate. That's why adaptability is so crucial. Being adaptable doesn't mean abandoning your goals or compromising your values. It means being flexible in your approach. It means being willing to learn, to try new things, to step out of your comfort zone. It means seeing change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth. When you're adaptable, setbacks become stepping stones. Obstacles become opportunities to innovate. And challenges become chances to grow stronger and more resilient. Let's discuss the importance of self-care in your journey to success. When you're grinding in silence, when you're fully focused on your goals, it's easy to neglect your own well-being. But here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty. You can't give your best to your work if you're running on empty. Self-care isn't selfish. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's what allows you to sustain your efforts over the long haul. It's what prevents burnout and keeps you mentally and physically healthy. Self-care can take many forms. It might mean getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, and exercising regularly. It might mean taking time for hobbies and activities that rejuvenate you. It might mean practicing mindfulness or meditation to keep your mind clear and focused. Whatever form it takes for you. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine, because the healthier and more balanced you are, the more effective you'll be in pursuing your goals. Now let's talk about the power of continuous learning. In today's world, knowledge is more accessible than ever before. And those who commit to lifelong learning have a significant advantage. When you're grinding in silence, when you're working toward your goals, make learning a daily habit. Read books in your field and outside of it. Listen to podcasts. Take online courses. Seek out mentors and learn from their experiences. You see, the more you learn, the more connections you can make between different ideas. And it's often at the intersection of different fields of knowledge that the most innovative ideas are born. All the continuous learning keeps you humble. It reminds you that no matter how much you know, there's always more to learn. And this humility combined with a thirst for knowledge is a powerful combination. Let's discuss the importance of celebrating small wins. When you're focused on a big goal, when you're grinding day in and day out, it's easy to overlook the small victories along the way. But acknowledging and celebrating these small wins is crucial for maintaining motivation and momentum. You see, success is not just about the destination. It's about the journey. And that journey is made up of countless small steps, each one bringing you closer to your goal. So take the time to acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Completed a difficult task, celebrate it. Learned a new skill, celebrate it. These celebrations don't have to be grand. They can be as simple as taking a moment to feel proud of yourself, sharing your achievement with a trusted friend, or treating yourself to something you enjoy. By celebrating these small wins, you're training your brain to associate progress with positive emotions. This creates a positive feedback loop that fuels further progress and makes the journey itself more enjoyable. Now let's talk about the power of visualization. When you're grinding in silence, when you're putting in the work day after day, it's crucial to keep your end goal in mind. And one of the most powerful ways to do this is through visualization. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It's a powerful technique used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and high achievers in every field. When you visualize your success in vivid detail, you're essentially programming your subconscious mind to recognize and seize opportunities that align with your vision. Spend time each day visualizing your success. See yourself achieving your goals. Feel the emotions you'll feel when you get there. Imagine the impact your success will have on your life and the lives of others. It keeps you motivated by reminding you why you're putting in all this hard work. Second, it helps you stay focused on your goals, making it easier to make decisions that align with your vision. Let's discuss the importance of authenticity in your journey to success. When you're working towards your goals, when you're grinding in silence, it can be tempting to try to emulate others who have achieved the kind of success you're aiming for. But here's the truth. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs you, the authentic, unique individual that you are. Right? Your authenticity is your superpower. It's what sets you apart from everyone else. It's what allows you to bring fresh perspectives, innovative ideas, and unique solutions to the table. Being authentic means staying true to your values, even when it's difficult. It means being honest about your strengths and weaknesses. It means pursuing success on your own terms, not anyone else's. When you're authentic, You attract the right opportunities and the right people into your life. You build genuine connections. And most importantly, you create a success that's truly fulfilling because it's aligned with who you really are. Now let's talk about the power of resilience. When you're grinding in silence, when you're working towards your goals day after day, you're going to face setbacks. You're going to encounter obstacles. You're going to experience failures. And in these moments, resilience is what will keep you going. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. It's the mental toughness that allows you to view setbacks not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Resilient people understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. They see challenges not as things to be avoided, but as chances to become stronger, smarter, and more capable. Building resilience is like building a muscle. It takes practice and consistent effort. It involves developing a growth mindset where you view your abilities as things that can be developed through dedication and hard work. It involves reframing negative situations to focus on what you can learn and how you can grow from them. Let's discuss the importance of integrity in your journey to success. When you're grinding in silence, when you're fully focused on your goals, it can be tempting to take shortcuts or compromise your values for quick gains. But true, lasting success is built on a foundation of integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It means staying true to your word, being honest in your dealings, and treating others with respect. It means aligning your actions with your values, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. You see, success without integrity is like a house built on sand. It might look impressive for a while, but it won't stand the test of time. On the other hand, when you act with integrity, you build a reputation that opens doors. You attract opportunities and relationships based on trust. And most importantly, you can look at yourself in the mirror each day with pride and self-respect. Now let's talk about the power of patience. In today's world of instant gratification, patience can seem like an outdated virtue. But when you're working towards big goals, when you're grinding in silence day after day, patience becomes one of your greatest assets. You see, real, lasting success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. It's about planting seeds today that may not bear fruit for months or even years. And in this process, patience is what allows you to keep going, to keep putting in the work, even when you're not seeing immediate results. Patience doesn't mean passivity. It doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for success to come to you. Instead, it means understanding that meaningful achievements take time. It means having faith in the process and trusting that your efforts will pay off, even if you can't see the results yet. Cultivating patience allows you to make better decisions. It prevents you from giving up too soon or making rash choices out of frustration. It gives you the mental space to learn, to grow, and to refine your approach as you work toward your goals. Remember, every overnight success story you hear about is usually the result of years of unseen effort. So be patient with yourself and with the process. Trust that as long as you keep putting in the work, keep learning, and keep pushing forward, your time will come. In conclusion, as you ghost everyone and grind in silence, remember that you're not just working towards a goal, you're building yourself. You're developing the skills, the mindset, and the character that will not only help you achieve your current goals, but will serve you throughout your life. Your journey to success is unique to you. Embrace it. Learn from it. And most importantly, trust in it. Because one day, when you shock them all with your success, you look back on these days of silent grinding, not with regret, but with pride and gratitude for the person they helped you become. So keep pushing forward. Keep believing in yourself and your dreams. And remember, the world is waiting for the unique gift that only you can give. Your time is coming. And when it does, you'll be ready to shock them all.